Heyo! Welcome back to the Banner Saga 2. We've rested up our heroes, and we're gonna go to Arborang, which is right there. It's so close. It's so close. They're not gonna let us in because Rega's gonna be a jerk. And because when aren't they? Seriously, what town have we come across that's supposed to be safe that doesn't have overflowing people? Wind ripples across the tents, which multiply the closer you get to Arborang. Dung litters the paths, and is clearly not all from Yoks. Rattling coughs mix with raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the Varl and Horseborn. Mothers grab their children, men their weapons. Various clan banners snap and whirl in the wind. You recognize the heraldry of Karlsruhe's from Aleo's Tales and Strand's banner from a previous talks with Ubin. There are even a few Cragsman banners, by the muddy appearance. You also notice the division between each clan. There's no mixing or unity. I'll push ahead, Prince Ludin says. My father will want to see me, and I'll be able to find out what exactly is going on here. Yersa and a few fighters will escort him. Yersa and a few fighters escort him through the crowds towards the walls. All the Dawkins people are here, you hear a woman from your caravan shout. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kins while slowly drifting from your banner. Bring them here. Yes, bring them here. Bring them here. Some of the folks around the fires look half-starved and gladly join. Making their way towards the supply carts, others pack their meager possessions and fall in line. Yes, more people. I will rule all of the people. All of the people, all of the Varl, all of the Horseborn. Rook is the leader of all. Where the crowd is the most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead, you notice a sharp line where tents and people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few hundred yards of empty space between these people and Arborang's walls. What is this, you ask, confused by all you are taking in. That's the peaceful bit, an older fighter says near you. He looks the type who has seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much anything. The king's men can't kill us from the walls, and we can't kill them from here. But what's caused the fighting, you ask? The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Thunder Slayer, he says. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They've got something we want. Gang's got food and protective walls. We're starving on our asses, facing that rolling darkness. His words deal you a heavy blow. So Arborang's at war? The man laughs a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought the last of the Varl and you and Dragon's worthless Horseborn. This fight's for survival. The winner lives, the loser's gone forever. His laugh turns into hysteria, and you leave, unsettled. Ludin, may your dad let us in, please? Ludin? Oh, look at that! Achievement, Leader of Clans. Yoks are tents aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor, others look anxious to talk to various clans. I guess that's because I united everyone? The Varl King's eyes scan the fields as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, but we'd better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. We've got an issue, Aldleaf says. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like or the Varl for that matter. They're starting trouble and I'm going to stop it. Okay, defenses need to be established, the troublemakers have to be put down, and everything has to be done. I guess we'll go stop. I guess we can deal with food later. Scathach has a weapon drawn, a few Varl are standing near him with shields up. Humans, in growing numbers, are hurling every sort of curse at them. What's the problem here? The problem is you brought a bunch of animals with you and don't have them tied up properly, a man shouts. The fighters on laugh, bark, and whip ropes in the air. You hear the Varl growling. Fuck. We can't offer them meat. We can't offer them meat and food. They will just come back for more. I'm not gonna murder them all. Fuck. Back away slowly. We need as least death as possible. Your fighters stare at you in disbelief, but you ignore them. We've come a long way to be here, and not to spill each other's blood. Save your hatred for a time when we know we'll survive this. You point to the darkening sky and everyone loses their desire to fight. The harassing fighters walk off and Scathach nods his respect. You return to the front of the caravan where Hakon and the other Varl have collected wood, but done very little with it. We did the heavy lifting, he says. You humans could have started a wall or something. You sigh. As soon as you find a stump which rugged, yeah. Backed by dagger and nearly 50 fighters, the former governor approaches your camp. Everyone looks towards the two of you, more out of curiosity than concern. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about, Rugged says. The king shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he is supposed to, and they've chosen me to lead the cause. He laughs at your incredulous look. I'm just as surprised, but I need to talk to you in private. Like I believe anything he says. The tent flaps close, leaving you and Rugged alone, both armed. No need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Only when I think about how you betrayed us. Now let's be clear. If either of us leaves this tent without the other, the fields around us will turn red. Then say what you came to say before I do something stupid. Rugged snorts his amusement. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all of us out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archer fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Rugged closely while deciding what to say. To what end? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question. No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions, like why he leaves people outside the walls to starve. So you plan to break down his walls. That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. Also, if I remember right from the map description, the walls are like mega walls that just get bigger and they've never been breached before, so but if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. That's not going to be happen. There might be a way past these first few walls, but the black wall? Yeah, that one. The governor just shakes his head. And how did you come to lead the clans? Beauregard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without collecting certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? He smiles. Why should I believe you? Because you see all these people gathered. Do you think they're out here for fun? No, I doubt the king just wants to be an ass. If you're the king and your people are starving at your gates, do you let them in or keep them out? Don't answer. You both know you'd let them in unless you knew something you weren't telling them. Either way, people have a right to an answer or the food they sent him and Arborang's protection. I think you would agree the food and walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. Great, it's inevitable. Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too. The mighty Sundeer Slayer and an army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone is not exactly though. Not exactly. You move the tent flaps and both of you move to the tent flaps and open them simultaneously so as a fight doesn't break out. Right. Oh boy. I'll talk to Aleo. Alright, the scholar is tying a dyed strip of cloth to his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. We've come all this way for war? With luck, I might be able to change their minds. And be the reed that would stop the wind. You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course, plenty of us have been in similar situations and written about it. We only think our lives are unique. And if peace isn't an option, is there a skald song for that? Plenty, but I'll tell you what I'll do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine my wife and children were left out there. They don't deserve the same protection as ours. Alea's words flood your thoughts as you walk away. Alright. Scathach and Deirdre pace nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Varl, and other horseborn. Roach patrols around the too short distance away, nodding to you briefly. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know live. You stop and look around at the thousands of tents in the fields and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's walls. I'm from a small village, so I'm not used to seeing as many people either. Maybe herd too big, so many, mouths hungry, if some dead, more easily feed herd. Scathach stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes to Deirdre before turning. Dedria forgets we are not of same thinking with man's. If you think Big Herd is right, we will think Big Herd is right. What do you think is right, Scathach? The male horseman looks up at Arbring for a few minutes while swishing his tail in thought. I think Big Herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Arbring. Small fields behind walls. You thank them for taking an offer. You thank them before departing. Alright. The meeting tent. Let's not do that. There's going to be a battle. I can just tell. So, we're going to go see who we can promote. Right, students with them. Who's got better stats? You've got better stats. Scathach. Right. Let's level some people up. We'll level everyone up we can once. Ooh, forge ahead or yes! Best ability. Alright. Oh, cancel. Don't. No, stop. Promote. Promote. We don't want malice. Yeah, that sounds better. Alright, Rook is leveled up. Scathach. Mule kick, fine. I'm gonna get Odd Leaf. Slag and Burn or Bird of Prey? Ooh. Oh. Fine. I wasn't paying much attention, sorry. So. Close. Stronger. Better. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see how this ends up going. Please don't go poorly. Please don't go poorly. Please don't go poorly. Are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there? The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he keeps his throne by always following the rules. Alright. I'm glad you have the confidence in your voice, Ellie says. Just be careful. I'll be back here with the rest of the clan if you need me. You smile and you... Alright, the voices coming from under the tent are loud. Animated. Best we could. You've done well. I never thought I'd see my son again. Oh, look, it's the king! Ludin's back! Well, we've all had easier journeys. The king's cheerful mood lessens. He's about to say something when he sees you approaching. Who's this? Well met, King Meinolf. I'm Rook from Skogir. Ludin steps forward. Father, this is the Sundeer Slayer I told you about. King Meinolf nods but is staring at Hakon from under heavy brows. It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Hakon, but tell me, where is Jorundir's Kendir, Vognir? Vognir died protecting your son. I was Vognir's Kendir. With Jorundir's death at Einartoft, I'm the king of the few remaining Farrell. King says nothing, contemplating the news. Your walls are the last hope for my people. No sense in denying it. I understand, and of course you'll have refuge here. The least I can do for bringing my son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you. King Meinolf, Rook here is just as much responsible for the prince's safe return. He has quite a few clansmen. Careful, Varl King. This is the human capital, and my generosity is already stretched thin. Hakon looks at you and shrugs. Tell me, Rook, what makes you better than the hundreds of other chieftains out here? Men whose great deeds I've heard of. No less. Well, 1, how have you not heard I killed the immortal Sundeer? Well, 2, I'm from Skogir, which is 1,000,000 miles away. I've done 1,000,000 things. Like, how could you not? I've united many clans journeying here. I see that, horse one included. But what good is it when you've led them here? None of you seem to understand that Arboran can only hold so many, can only feed so many. If I open the gates to everyone out here, the capital would tear itself apart from the inside. Only now do you see Rugga, Dagger, and 24 fighters approaching. The King's Guard looks concerned. Why is there a sheep? Rugga. Meinolf. I should have killed you when I had the chance. I wonder what would have happened if I had beaten him. You tried, remember? Did the Sundeer Slayer convince you to open your gates to your people? You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Beauregard. How is it you've come to speak for all these clans? The people you've turned your back on? Seems they needed a leader they could trust. Again, how have you come to speak with them? Did you fool them, like the people of that rotten town you governed? Yes, because he did nothing in Beauregard except try to run away and hide, if you remember. We're the only reasons anything got done. I'm really mad I didn't beat him. I probably could have gotten the option to just kill him, and then I would be leading everyone. The only fool here is the outnumbered king believing he still has a say in what happens now. Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just repair them once we're inside. Point out the approaching darkness. I doubt either of you will be in charge of anything when that darkness washes over us. I've got the Valka and Menders seeing to that inside. They'll come up with something. And even if they fail, I'll still be able to watch this bastard fall into the darkness from my walls. There's the true heart of Minolfino. Look, your people out there. Look at your people out there. Our people. My people. They need clean food and clean water. Not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep... He doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Rook. All of them? A place inside along the Varl. A place his famed men will never be allowed again. That's enough. Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. And you, Giant, joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive? Traitor. Hakon growls and flexes his grips on his axe. All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. Oh no. So option 1, everyone is not happy with me, but I and all my people get to live. Option 2, I'm going to definitely have to fight the king. I don't want to fight. Okay. What do I want to do? Oh boy. Too many will die out here for so few inside. I can't... Okay. Everyone under my banner. I don't know. I don't want to leave everyone out here, but realistically, we can't. The city won't be able to. There's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people here. Like, the king is right. The city will not be able to support itself, and everyone will die who's outside. And fuck. I'm gonna regret this. Good. I'm granting you and your people, even those who are spawned. Yes! Thank you! Even those into my walls, but move quickly. You still don't know how to play the game, Rook. Yes, I do! I just got to live with everyone I wanted to. Oh, achievement. Rugga blows 3 quick bursts into a warhorn. You look back and are shocked to see an ambush on your caravan. Okay. He's gonna pay for that. Like, I hate losing the people, but it's one thing to lose Varl. It's one thing to lose clansmen and fighters. It's another thing entirely to lose the Varl, who are, for all intents and purposes, a dead race. Well, no, they are. This is the last of them. I think that killed most of them. Oh my god. How many are still alive? Mogare. Ooh, looks got super crit chance now. Yeah, 40% crit chance. Alright, what does this do? Alright, and this is where we're gonna this time. And next time, we're going to kill Rugga because he burned my people and my Varl. See ya.